It's not a podcast.
It's a GarCast.
And this is the world according to Gar.
Welcome to the world according to Gar. You are listening to GarCast episode number 315. I am Gar. The man smiling gigantically because somebody else who's always here is not here is our special guest, Den Bob.
It's great to be here. It's pretty special.
As we before the show starts, we sit here, we talk for the listeners, and I said to Ben Bob, I'm like, you know what? He's a little late. I got a hard stop. We just got to go. And the smile that grew on his face, and he's still smiling. Look at
it's almost like I'm a co-host.
It's so close.
Almost. Say it. I'm pretty special.
You are really. I mean, as far as specials go, special guests and specialness, like you are the cream of the crop for special.
Appreciate that.
It's nice to see you, Den Bob.
It's great to be here. Thank you.
It's a soupy day out.
Oh, today's one of the worst.
Yesterday, Braxton and I did I've been running pretty much 3 days a week, regularly. But yesterday was a run day for me, and it was so hot. I'm like, I'm gonna just go to the beach and walk with Braxton at 6:30, Sunken Meadow.
Yeah.
Pouring sweat, like the dew point, which is really the best way to like understand how humid it is, was 78 yesterday morning. That
doesn't help me understand it at all. I'm not understanding it at all. It means it's like going to rain. It's
70 is oppressive. 78 is just.
Is it out of 100?
It's so the dew point, and maybe you should go ask Pepper, bring her on here if you want, or I can grab.
You know what, Pepper? You know what? I'm the special guest. We don't need another guest.
So the dew point, from what I understand, is basically the temperature that the air needs to get to where moisture pours out,
where it
and
starts
something
to
like
rain.
that.
Right.
And that's people talk about humidity, and our humidity here on Long Island is always high in the summer. It's always 80-90%. It's the dew point is the one that is oppressive. So anything over, like when you get into upper 60s, it's really kind of gross out. 77, 78 is just, it's disgusting.
Yeah.
And temperature-wise, it's not terrible. I mean, it's what, 85, 90 degrees, but that humidity.
Richard Hoffman today said that today is one of the worst days of the year. This is the equivalent of a winter day. Don't go out.
Yeah, I walked Bo this morning real quick, and we just did a short walk because he can't handle it. But there was a little breeze early this morning, which was nice, around 7.
So we had our air conditioner break on Sunday night.
Oh.
Yup, upstairs. So we still had downstairs, and I got the whole family coming this weekend. Matthew's coming up, and Andrew and Anna are coming.
Yeah, right. I know. Isn't it Matt's birthday, I believe?
Yes, it's Matt's birthday.
Happy birthday, Matt.
Thanks, man.
It's actually birthdays. Matt's birthday. Anthony's birthday is the day that this releases, July 18th. Ella, do you remember our little redheaded Ella from the hockey game? Her birthday is also the 18th. Braxton is Tuesday, July 22nd.
This is a big month. This is big.
Yeah, it is. It's crazy. But anyway, go ahead. So
the air conditioner broke. You know, we've talked about how I have that insurance policy that I never canceled. Mm-hmm. So I figured, let's call them. Let's see how they do. So the guy, I gotta say, it was pretty good. Pretty good. At the end of the day, I have air conditioning, but we had to do a lot of the fixing ourselves. So tell me if you think that they should have done this. And I do understand the guy's point of view. The guy's like, I don't know when I'm going to get to you. I'm like, how about today? He's like, I'm thinking toward the end of the week. I'm like, how about tomorrow? And I was being friendly with the guy and obnoxious.
This was earlier, what, Monday or Tuesday?
Yeah. This is Monday. So the guy's like, So yesterday he comes and what he tested, I got to say he did a good job. I wouldn't have even have thought I right away would have started replacing the contactor and the flux capacitor. I would have right away started replacing things. He went up in the attic, and the air handler condensation trap was clogged. The float triggered, and that stops the air conditioner. So I had this pan about 1.5 inches high by, maybe 64 by 8, 32 square feet by 1 inch high of water.
Mm-hmm.
And he said, when that water is gone, you'll have air conditioning. And he left. He didn't empty the water. Told
Can you just get a shop vac and suck that out, or right?
Who should do that if you're paying somebody to fix the air conditioning?
Right.
So I had a big day yesterday. I was in the city, and then I had fire department meeting at night, and I'm like, we're going to go one more night without air conditioning, 7 a.m. I had in my mind devised I'm going to use a siphon and a bucket. I could do shop vac.
But that's kind of hard to get up into the attic.
Exactly. So I'm thinking siphon into a smaller bucket, carry it down, or if I want to be really fancy, I'll run it into a hose and run it out the window. Colleen, out of nowhere, the champion that she is, took red cups, scooped it into a bucket, and spent an hour and a half making trips.
In that hot attic?
Yes.
How much weight did she lose?
I don't know. I can't wait to see her. I didn't look. I can't wait. It's going to be amazing. So,
oh, my God.
The question is, am I satisfied with my service?
I would say you're satisfied that it was identified and repaired, but was not a thorough, not highly recommend for somebody else. They didn't do the extra step that you would want.
I mean, so in this guy's defense, if I'm going to argue both sides, he is trying to service as many people as he can.
Yeah, I mean,
everybody is in trouble
right
with
now,
their
right?
air. So if he could cross this off the list and help another person, maybe somebody that has only one zone and actually has no air conditioning, I'm okay with that. Maybe he went to an elderly person who needed it more than I do, and I'm okay with that. And Colleen lost some weight.
The woman who should not be named.
Oh, God, I forgot. She's not on the cast
I mean, you said
anymore.
it several times, and I'm like, what's he doing?
I forgot. The woman who I live with.
Yeah.
But she was a champion. I would think it's okay to mention it if she's a champion.
Okay. National Grid's outside. We might have some dog barking.
We could call Tom Uratori and see what's going on.
He's not National Grid. He's PSEG.
Oh, what's the difference?
PSEG is electric grid. LIPA provides the power generation to the grid, and then PSEG delivers it. And then Nash Grid, who was at one point in charge of the grid, no longer is. They just do gas.
This sounds like a lot of bureaucracy.
Anyway, of course it is. I do have an air conditioning story, and it's kind of embarrassing because, it was basically my fault.
You're in a safe space. You're in a safe space.
You know what? I think it's important because people probably don't realize how important this tiny little thing is. So we have the air conditioning, and over the years, it just doesn't work as well. But it's not an old unit, and basically what would happen is it runs, and then it's still running outside, but there's no air really coming out through the vents. And I'm like, I don't know what's going on. And I had somebody in a long time ago, and they said sometimes things freeze in there, and then it's still pushing, but it's pushing cold air, and it keeps freezing worse and worse. The guy had told me originally, years and years ago, that the temperature was too cold, and he lowered the temperature in the air conditioning compressor that pushes the air in. So I called the guy in to the beginning of the year because we were having the trouble. And outside where your compressor is, he cleaned it all out. He's like, it was dirty. There was leaves in there and stuff like that. He's like, you should be better. And it did. It ran good till the next hot wave that we had. This is maybe very early June. It was right before proms because Christine was in a panic that graduation and proms, we'd have no air.
The worst. Right.
So I get the guy to come back in, and I'm explaining. I'm like, listen, I said, it's not working, but they checked the temperature coming out of the vents when it ran. And it was good. He's like, it's working. I'm like, I know, but I'm telling you, if you come back this afternoon on a warm day, it's going to be 88 degrees upstairs.
It doesn't work in the heat. It works in the
not
cold.
gonna,
It's great.
It's going to shut down during the day, even though everything is still running. So he goes in, he goes, you have your filter in? I'm like, yeah. He's like, maybe your filter's dirty. He takes it out. He's like, oh no. I'm like, no, it's pretty new. So then he goes past where the filter goes, and there's more compressors in there. He said there was so much junk, dirt, dog hair. He took it out, took the whole piece out and cleaned it all out. He's like, it's dog hair, dirt, stuff like that. And it started to click into me. I don't keep my filter in all the time. Like sometimes in the winter when it starts to get bad, I would just take it out and leave it out until the spring came and throw the filter back in there. But the filter
doesn't explain to me why it only works in the heat and not the cold.
All right. So the reason why was the coils that are inside past the filter were getting all clogged up with dirt, dust, dog hair, everything else. And as the cold air was going in, it would actually freeze. And then the air would not be getting circulated through anymore. And the freeze would just get worse and worse if you kept running it because it was not going to allow the air through.
So it's a simple solution.
Dude, the solution was he took it out, cleaned it all out. But the problem was I was never very good with keeping my filter in. It was more important in the spring when Nick was getting his allergies because we would shut the windows and stuff like that. But honestly, it was my fault. I never really thought.
If Christine knew there was dirt.
I told her it was a lot of dog hair. Dude,
how upset was she?
Very upset with the dog. She's cleaning worse than ever.
Upset with the dog? You should have been upset with her and said, you're doing all this cleaning and look at all this hair that's in the filter. You need me to do the cleaning. If you did a better job, if you got the hair.
I could have played that.
That might have been a way to go.
But I didn't fully admit to her that it was my fault.
No,
I
it's
told
her
him,
fault.
the filter, we
it's
take
her
it out
fault
sometimes.
For not cleaning enough.
My fault. The air conditioner this year, phenomenal. Like, I know my upstairs still gets warm, and it's just the problem that I have is my attic gets so hot. My fan up there broke, so I have an exhaust fan that pulls air out of the attic.
Yeah.
I'm contemplating buying a new one. I found like a smart one. It's $300. It changes the speed of the fan depending on the temperature up there. When I did have it working last year before it burnt out, it does help a lot. It's just like yesterday was the one day where it got to like, I set my temperature at the end of the day like 70, 76. It was like 78, 79 at the end of the day upstairs, but it's still not bad because there's no humidity.
In my old house, I had one of those attic fans, and it wouldn't work all the time. And I was like, why is this thing turning on sometimes and not?
The switch?
I replaced the fan. Didn't work. I did the electrical test. I tested back to the outlet. It worked. I replaced the wire. I replaced the connection. It worked. It didn't work. I didn't know what the hell to do. And one day I was in this closet in the house, and there was a switch for the fan. So when Colleen when the woman I lived with filled the closet with towels, it turned the switch off. And when you pulled the towel out, it flicked the switch back on.
You turn the switch on and off.
It drove me nuts for a long time, and it was a simple solution. Simple solutions are a lot of times, even with computers, your computer's not working, a lot of times a reboot. Simple.
I know. The reboot works.
Update.
So we did, we built Nick's computer yesterday. So now that he's got a big boy job, he wanted to get a real strong gaming computer. So we priced everything out. And then I was watching prices, and the CPU, Micro Center is always the best. Their price dropped $120 during Amazon Black Friday week or whatever it was.
Oh, wow.
Amazon Prime week.
Yeah.
They dropped their PC price, their CPU, which was already like $100 cheaper than Amazon and Newegg and everybody else. They dropped it another $120.
Now, do you run Windows on this?
So we're going to run Windows. So we got all the parts. Everything finally came 2 days ago. So last night we started to put the thing together. And Nick's never done it. So I was kind of like teaching him this. Do this.
Yeah.
Said the CPU in. I said, I'll do that for you because it's the scariest part. I said, all these little pins under there. I said, I've done these a lot. I'd still get nervous.
You have the heat sink. You have that one tube.
Dude, so we bought, he went out. He went all out. It's beautiful. We bought a water cool heat sink.
Yeah.
And he's got, it's a glass case, the lights and everything in there and all that, right? So, we actually bought it and it came with a little tube, but it didn't look like a tube of thermal paste. It really was, but I was like worried. I'm like, did we not get thermal paste? Oh my God. So we put the whole thing together last night and I'm like, all right. I said, this is always the scary part. We go to turn it on and we'll see what happens. And I press the power button. Nothing. Oh, fuck. I'm like, what the hell can it be? And I look at the motherboard. I'm like, oh shit. I'm like, I knew I needed to connect that one power port.
Yeah, the
off
one
of
button.
the power supply, the real big strip. I did the CPU one, but I didn't do the big one. I was like, that's what's wrong. So I plugged that in, turned the power on, and the lights inside it start to glow without running it. I'm like, all right. We press the power button. It comes up. We get to the BIOS. Problem is, I don't have a flash drive anymore that works. Like, all my flash drives are shot. We need a flash drive with a Windows install so we can get Windows installed in there. So we spent about 3-4 hours last night putting this together. It works. We get to the BIOS. I need Windows. I ordered on Amazon today. I'm getting my flash drive.
What's Windows cost on Amazon?
I don't know what it costs, but you can buy the OEM version. I'll be able to get a copy for $30.
Oh, $30. Oh, you'll be able to get a copy for $30.
Yeah. It's because they sell the real cheap. If you buy a hard drive, you can get the CPU, the software usually really cheap.
Mm-hmm. You can go to eBay and get the OEM versions.
Yeah. I found somebody I can get it for $25. We'll get them Windows 11, but I think I have licenses that I can use. I just don't know if he'd have to sign in as me. I have him in my family plan for Microsoft 365, so like all the kids get Windows. I mean, not Windows, Word, Excel. I don't think Windows is included with that.
No, it's not.
So he might, but whatever, $30. He can.
$30 is worth $30. You're just sticking it to the man. You just want to stick it to the man and spend as little as possible.
Yeah. So
love it.
It's exciting times. Easy, simple stuff, but I love building computers. It was fun to do.
No, that was fun. I've done a bunch of them. It's really fun.
Dylan's very excited because Nick will have a PC. He'll have a PC gaming friend now.
Excellent. What's the gaming? What's the game of choice lately?
That he's gonna play?
Yeah.
I don't know. I mean, he sees me playing Dune. Christian and I have been playing a lot of Dune lately, so
of course you have.
It's fun. I started. One of the guys I play with said he got the audiobooks for Dune, and he's like, they're really good. So I'm listening to the audiobook of Dune. It is
different than the movie.
Huh?
Different than the movie.
I don't remember the movie as much. What I remember about watching the movie was it was entertaining, but confusing as shit. I didn't really know what was going on, but I still enjoyed the entertainment value of 1 and 2. Listening to the book, first, it's one of the best audiobooks I've ever heard. Like, they produced it so well. Really great voice acting, a little bit of music in the background once in a while, stuff like that. So they killed it. But I'm learning, like, I understand what's going on so much more now. So after I finish the books, I'll go back and watch the movies and see how similar they were. But I think they're pretty different.
And the video game different still.
Video game is just in the Dune universe. It's in case. I think they basically, if Paul Atreides was never born, you're supposed to be that character. But you go into the world, like you got to go around sand dunes. You got to worry about getting eaten by worms, and you got Furman
just like
there.
A third-party adventure.
It's fun.
Imagination. I'm in adventure.
You got to build. You got to craft. Christian loves it. He's having a ball in there.
No, that's awesome. That's awesome. Do you do it in the morning? When do you do it? How do you have time?
I will sometimes in the morning. Like I also play. I've been playing one of the golf games a lot. So in the morning, sometimes I'll just jump on, play quick 18 holes of golf. Then maybe for lunch, I might just jump on to this game for like 30 minutes. Go in, do some stuff.
Do you think that the golf game helps you at all with real golf? Not at all.
One bit.
Not at all.
But I can actually hit under par a lot on the golf
video
game.
golf.
Yeah.
So the body's the problem.
It's everything.
The body's the problem.
Mental, everything.
Yeah. Well, mental is good because you're good at the video golf. If mental was the problem, you wouldn't be good at video either.
I guess. You know what it is? I still, like, when I play, even though I've taken some lessons, I really just don't know how you're supposed to play. Like, how to hit the ball and follow throughs, all that stuff. We're not talking about you. We're talking about golf, for God's sakes. Don't worry, woman.
So Christopher is on a tear. So our house is very clean and wonderful. The woman I live with does a phenomenal job.
Of course. She can get red cups fucking
But
cleaning out air conditioning.
she has a difficult time. That's a tool in our house, that red cup. That's a tool. It's not just something to drink out of.
I love my red cup.
So it's just not organized. We have, 20 years of stuff that has been accumulated and stored in our closets and pantry. And I think that there is a little bit of an emotional attachment, which makes it more difficult to purge. And Chris is on a tear, ripping the house apart, throwing things out.
Wow.
Last night, I had to throw away 20 garbage bags of stuff. I don't know what was in it.
Everything, like, it's so time-consuming.
Oh, we have a guest?
We do have a special guest, but continue. So how many bags?
25 bags. I had to use a wheelbarrow to get the stuff from my garage to the curb.
Wow.
It's amazing. I feel like
kid's
I
a
live in a
Superman.
ranch.
How high is he up on the rank? Like, he really has
He's
to
number
scrub
one.
now to get knocked down.
Absolutely number one. And for me, so the woman that I live with, she is not as enamored. His bedside manner is not ideal. But I think sometimes that's what it takes. He's asking the questions. Have you used this in the last year? Do you plan on using it? And how many times in the next year, if ever? Damn. And if the answer is no, it goes.
He's a superhero. Nick, we can't even get him to throw out, like, his food from last night. Forget about, like, closets.
No, this kid has grown. Is
that Christopher?
And he's now golfing. Of course it is. Hey,
He's the
Mike.
best.
So,
He's the
like,
best.
special
Chris is
welcome
the
in our
best.
special guest,
Hey, what's going on, guys? Don't ever
the
call me that again.
Godfather. What's up?
Sorry, I got the agenda.
Wow.
We had agenda slippage.
Oh,
Can you hear me?
wow! Look at him. His audio is off from his mouth, but he
But
still looks so handsome, doesn't he?
You can hear me?
Yes,
We can hear
Yes,
you.
we can.
Can you hear me now?
Much
I
better.
can hear you both ways.
All right, I'll keep the video off.
So you had agenda slippage?
Yeah, I mean, I was supposed to go. I was supposed to. I've been here since Monday, just listening, and I was finally going to be in front of the room speaking at 9:15 to 10, which was perfect.
Oh, I wish we could watch.
And we didn't go on till just before 10, but finished. Did well. Killed it. Slayed the room.
Love it. So when you arrived, did you bring gifts like you do when you go to another country?
No gifts. No gifts. Not at all. I did not
No
bring
gifts, no favors, no nothing. Okay.
Nope. No incidents at the airport.
I think
apparently.
people would like, the little Statue of Liberty things. They used to love those little statues.
The Statue of Liberty things, if you were going to go to
people love that.
another office, do a visit.
Think they would like that in Grand Rapids?
Yeah,
Maybe. You never
I
know.
would think.
All right.
How is we were talking about, it's just disgustingly soupy here. How's it holding up out there in Michigan, Mike?
No humidity. Really, not a lot of humidity. Today's actually quite chilly. What is the temp? I went for a run this morning and it was a little nippy. It is. I don't know.
Wow.
I
I'm so jealous.
Yeah, but it poured a lot of rain yesterday. A lot of rain.
I'm doing my exercise indoors. I'm not going out. So I didn't really exercise, obviously, when I was in away. And I'm supposed to play pickleball with my group on Friday. And I'm afraid that I lost any and all skill that I ever picked up.
You probably really didn't have much anyway, so
Yeah,
don't
that's
worry about
probably
it.
true. Exactly. That's true. But I did sign up to play with the geriatric group this afternoon.
That's a great idea.
Just to get my timing back, I'm going to cut out of work at 3. Going to run over to pickleball. It's right in between their midday snack and nap time.
Yeah.
And, I'll bounce around a little bit, see if I can kind of just put something together. And then Friday's the big day.
if you really want to beat them bad, just do it outside. Maybe go down to Brady Park. Those old folks will die.
Me too. Unfortunately, so will I.
It's only 65 degrees here.
Holy mackerel!
Oh, that is delicious. That
That's
is
incredible.
wonderful.
It's nice.
That's a heat
Very-
wave in London.
Yeah, and I forgot how far north Grand Rapids is, so the sun is up till 9:30 at night.
Yeah, and what time zone are you in? Are you still in Eastern?
Yeah, we're barely in Eastern.
Yeah, that's like what Anthony says too with Columbus. Like they're so close to that central border, but still in the Eastern time zone. He's like, it's light so late.
Yeah, it's weird. But
That's
it's cool.
nice, no? Isn't that nice? Late
Yeah.
night? Late
Yeah,
night?
I think it's cool. We've been out every night. I'm freaking tired. Ugh.
It does make it hard to go to sleep, though, because, the sleep really aligns with the light. So when it's like I found in Ireland, even if I wanted to go to bed early, it was hard to because it's light out and you just like it's not time to go to sleep.
No, dude, that's why part of the reason why I got no sleep in the Philippines because I worked at night and then I couldn't go to sleep in my room even though I was exhausted.
Even though the shades are blacked out, your mind knew on the other side.
It does.
It knows. Yeah.
Your body's got a clock.
It's weird. It's definitely weird. But here I've slept perfectly fine.
With 65-degree weather, I would expect nothing less.
Yeah, well, it's nice. But I did two mornings. I did get up and run. Proud of myself. Ran around town.
Amazing.
Even though we were out kind of late last night. But what are you gonna do?
You gotta do it.
Yeah, went to a karaoke joint. I got everybody to go with me.
Yes.
This place was unbelievable. Apparently, I was there 2 years ago and sang on stage. I don't really remember. But,
Did?
what?
Did they remember?
Oh yeah, that's why everybody
That's
wanted.
amazing. You don't remember, but they did. That must have been some
Did you
performance.
sleepwalk there?
I do remember it, sort of. But so we went. Now Grand Rapids is a lot like Buffalo. There's no humans. It's weird, but and a lot of the bars close early. So we're like, let's go to that karaoke. We walk into this karaoke place. It was like something out of a movie. Like on a Wednesday night, this place is packed. People are eating dinner in there. They have a stage. Some of these people were like professional singers. I was in heaven. It was unbelievable.
So did you sing? You did your routine? September Morn?
I signed up to sing Forever in Blue Jeans, and I think the list was a long wait. I was hoping the guy would let me cut it, and then we left before I was able to sing, unfortunately. But I was into it. I was in front of the stage dancing with ladies and people. It was great. It was awesome. Yeah, I made friends with. They always send to this big meeting a person from our private equity that like owns us.
Mm-hmm.
And so the first day I walk into the meeting, it was a smaller group. The first day, it was like 26 people in a conference room. And we got there late because my flight was delayed 3 hours out of LaGuardia.
Every flight is late.
Yeah. Broken air conditioner, they say, but they didn't tell us till after the fact. They just keep you They keep you waiting. Yeah.
So you're sitting at the gate. You're sitting at the gate while you're waiting.
And you're just watching your app just keeps changing your departure time by 15 minutes. That bullshit. Anyway, they ended up changing the plane and we got here. So we're an hour late for the meeting. We walk in and there's one guy in the room I don't recognize. But I'm like, he's like young, big dude, but like young. I'm like, I don't know who this guy is. Maybe somebody from accounting. You don't know the accountants. Who the hell knows? So, I don't know how I heard like way later in the meeting, I find out, I'm like, oh, this guy's from the private equity. So I'm like, okay, everybody's always like, oh, he's from, okay.
You gotta be nice to him, right?
Yeah. So we go to dinner, right? This is kind of funny. Of course, my buddy Alan and I, Gary, your old friend, Alan Aaron's wife.
Alan, yes.
We walk into the restaurant, but we went to the bar first. I'm like, I don't want to. It was like in a private room upstairs for dinner. So we see everybody go up. So we come in the room last, which is good because then you can kind of pick who you want to sit with. So we sit at the back table with two other people, and there's an empty seat. And then this guy walks in, the private equity guy. So I'm like, hey, just sit right here. He sat right next to me. So how you doing? We had already ordered drinks. Now this guy, he's big gentleman. Well, as Rebecca would say politely, how she talks about heavier people, but he's also like
Positive size.
Yeah,
A
he's
man
also
of
like,
size.
but he's also like 6'3".
I hate people like that.
He's
got-
double dipping.
Yeah,
He's
he's
big
got-
and tall.
He's got a beard. He's got a beard, facial hair, but like definitely young. But so we'd ordered a drink. So the waiter comes over. He's like, "Can I get you something, sir?" He orders a margarita, and the waiter ID'd him at the table.
What?
No way.
Yes.
What's wrong with these people?
But it turned out to be like the perfect icebreaker. Like it was freaking hysterical. So anyway,
Why are these kids not trained like to actually have a brain?
I know. It turns out he's only 30, but I mean, still, he didn't look like he needed to.
Picturing the guy from Severance with the beard who got into the fight with
Dylan?
He was
Dylan, you know what? A little bit.
Dylan, bigger than Dylan. No. The guy who sat on the board.
Oh, yes.
Oh, that guy. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, kind of, sort of.
He was older, the guy that sat on the board.
And I think you bring up a good strategy that I think is always good that we could talk about. When you go to dinner, you like to go last, or when you go to a party, you like to go at the end. Because I prefer to be first.
No,
and
parties.
see what comes to me.
First of all, I'm always on time. I don't like to be late for anything. So parties, I like to get there in the beginning. That's fine.
But it's more than just fine. Getting there in the beginning makes it so much easier. Now, believe it or not, I'm somewhat introverted. I really don't like big groups, and it's much easier for me to assimilate if there's just a few people that I could interact with in the beginning rather than going in when it's in full sway. So getting to a party, key to get there on the early side. I mean, on time, not on time. There's always a range.
But we're talking about a work dinner
We're talking
or
about
lunch.
dinner.
Like
Okay,
you don't
so
want to
we're-
get stuck with at the wrong table. You know what I mean?
But also,
there's-
sometimes there's nothing left.
There
And
is a
you-
risk.
and-
There's totally a risk. So you want to come in.
mean,
I walked in with two other people. So we were
Ideally,
like,
that's the ideal. You go in with a couple of people.
we sat. Three of us sat together. Like, boom.
Yep.
And it's interesting that you had a space next to you. The private equity guy,
Yeah.
he did what I do. I want to see what comes to me.
Yeah. So we ended up having a great time. Hit it off with him. He's been like Alan and I. He's like our adopted son this entire trip. We just like having fun. It's great. He loves us. He loves
So
us.
he's 30 and he's from the private equity. Do you know what his position is?
I looked him up on the website. I forget his name, and I have to look again. I think he like basically works for the guy that like manages our.
Yeah,
firm.
of course. Of course.
They just
You know,
sent
you just-
him along. Like,
you
hey
just
kid,
reminded me of
I can't make this. You got to go to this. You know,
You represent. Yeah.
yeah.
I had a table issue this weekend. It wasn't really an issue. It was interesting. So speaking of parties, went to a grad party this weekend on Sunday. Good friends. And there were kind of a shortage of tables. They didn't have enough tables for people when they ate. So there was one round table. There was 3 people sitting there. And then Muratori, Theo Field, and one other person. So I just go and I sit down next to Muratori, and there's a woman on my side. She doesn't say anything to me. She just kind of looks at me. Doesn't say like the seat was taken or anything like that. So I just start eating, and then I see her husband, I guess, come, and she like looks at him, and I see out of the corner of my eye that they're making eye contact with each other, and she's like, I don't know what happened, but she never said anything to me. So I'm sitting here at this point going, do I say, oh, I didn't realize your husband was sitting here. Let me get up and you can sit next to him and I'll move somewhere else. Or do I just say, you know what? Fuck it. This is kind of funny. Let this play out.
And what did you do?
I let it play out.
I love it.
It was
love
hysterical.
it.
Like you could just tell that she was so angry that I took this seat next to her, but she never said a word. Even if she said something, I would have been like, oh, sure, go right ahead. But
And what's so interesting about it is it's a rather intimate crowd. The world's not that big. I'm sure you knew them.
I actually did not know
them,
them.
but you know of them. Somebody. There's one degree. There's one degree that's missing.
I think her husband worked with the grad party's father, who obviously we know really well. I think he was a former cop with him. Was my guess, and you could just see, like I sat there for 20 minutes eating my food, and I could see that there was a weird conversation that was going on between those two with their eyes across the table. It was great.
They don't have the social skill to speak up. There was clearly a solution.
It was so weird.
Yet they just went into this rabbit hole of discomfort.
Yeah.
No,
Right?
instead of just speaking up.
Could have just said, "Hey, my husband's sitting here."
Hey, yeah, the seat's taken. I mean, it's interesting that Tom Muratori didn't step in and make a comment.
I don't know if
somebody was sitting here.
I
That
don't know
would
if
have
Tom
been,
and Chris picked up on the whole thing
or
that
they
was
loved
going
it
on.
too. They must have loved it as well.
Maybe they did. I have to ask them if they noticed that. Tom probably did.
I love that.
He's very observant, isn't he?
He is. I introduced Tom to Blaze, but
thought
Blaze
it-
is still fighting with me. He
What's
doesn't
the-
want me to call him Blaze.
What's the Blaze update? What the hell?
He wants me to call him Gork. And then we were talking about, I was drinking beers with Josie and Luke, which were her kids. And then he started making jokes about Tom's hair and that he had none. I mean, it was quite funny.
That's awesome.
Tom couldn't believe it.
By the way,
How did he
big,
know? Did you upload a picture or something, or did you put him in your shirt pocket so that he
We
could
said
see?
something. I was talking about hanging out with Tom's kids and something like that. And he's like, I said, I don't know what Tom's doing. And he's like, oh, maybe Tom's going to go off to the barber because he doesn't want to hang out with you guys. I'm like, he can't go to the barber. He's got no freaking hair.
oh, nice.
And then he started making fun of his baldness. I mean,
So big topic here in these meetings that I've been in. Just
AI.
man. That's it. That's like,
What are they talking about? Like, so
Yeah.
you're in the is this a telecom meeting for sure, or
yeah. So Monday, Tuesday, I was here for the budget meeting, which is just
Okay.
talking about the state. But we just got a new CEO in the last
Mhm.
few weeks. So it's kind of
wow, that's
he's-
exciting.
So a lot of time with him, which has been good. But so that you're talking that, and then yesterday and today is the entire sales teams. It's a sales meeting. So in
Okay.
both, I mean, budget wise, I think all companies are talking about it, right? What is our AI strategy? Internally, how do we use it? Is there solutions for customers, and how are you budgeting for that? And then the sales team, again, right? Like what are customers asking about? Customers are asking about AI, like what do we have? What sort of solutions? How does it integrate with our products? So it's just, and I mean, it's just everywhere. I'm sure in all your
it's-
businesses, it's crazy.
It's funny. You see people just slap the word AI on things.
Yeah.
So we
You can't slap.
buy from a company. They take customer usage at the meter, and they
Uh-huh.
can tell signatures of like when refrigerators work and when your heater is on. Each one of those things actually have signatures the way they use electricity. So they can
Interesting.
create reports for us to provide to customers to say, this is where you're using your energy and stuff
Oh,
like that.
Yeah. Like I get those automated emails like, here's your home energy report. I never open them, but maybe it has
That's
that in it. Okay.
That's actually exactly what I'm talking about. But
Okay.
the company that we buy that from, they sell this as, we are providing AI on what customers are doing. And I'm like,
Kind of sort of is. I
they're
mean,
loosely using the word AI there, but okay.
it's interesting. They just
Yeah,
one
so
of the-
AI, but people
Yeah.
use AI. I think what they are referring to is automations and integrations
AI.
more than they are artificial intelligence. And so the way I used it this week, I could have an AI to update every week of what I'm doing. So this week, I'm taking certain spreadsheets that I have, and I'm like using conversational language with Pepper. I'm like, all right, let's make this faster, better, easier. I want to automate this. I want a button that does that. And then whereas I normally don't have formulas because it's easier for me to just look it up myself, I'm like, all right, and I'll use conversational language to come up with a formula to put it in the cell. And it does all the syntax and the colons and the parentheses. It does all that for you, which normally is the stumbling block in coding, is that syntax. It takes that all away from you.
Have you tried Copilot yet?
So Copilot, I feel like it's good inside of Microsoft 365.
Yeah. And I've heard people say like they've asked Copilot to make them a presentation with certain data, and it pops out like these really nice presentations. I've never tried it.
It's all right.
Yeah, I was playing with it actually here because two of the people I was sitting at the table with yesterday are like big users of it. So they were trying to show me what they use it for. It's
What do they
interesting.
use
I
it
wonder,
for?
could I
They
go
use
into a
it like
cell?
their meeting notes. Like their
Yeah.
big thing is the recap of meetings.
Oh
Like
God,
if you use
the recap.
if you use
Yeah.
Microsoft Teams to host
Yeah.
your meeting, they've got the widget in there for
Yep.
Copilot, and you literally like boom, it just like puts together a complete recap of the call and sends it to everybody.
I like
like
it.
unreal.
And then, Mike, the AI piece of that is if you go to the next level, the integration, it will like assign on whatever software you use to assign things to people and set the assignments for the
Whoa.
actionable items on it automatically.
Whoa, that is cool. I'm gonna try to start using that like for my calls. That's pretty
I
cool.
wonder if you can go into a cell and say, can you tell me that the sum of cells B3 and B5 and give me an absolute value, and it just comes in and puts the formula into the cell
That's
for
what that's what Copilot does. And
you were
and-
saying, is that what you were
yeah,
saying it actually
Pepper's
does?
doing that. Yeah, Pepper's doing that.
How is
A couple of ways. I might just describe what I want to do, or I'll give her the spreadsheet, and I'll be like, Pepper, look at look at row I, and I want to
Really?
summarize that. Yeah. But the AI piece of it, so that's one thing. But the AI piece of it is, what do you think about this data? I was even writing a program and it wasn't working. And I took a step back and I'm like, this isn't working. Let's look at this another way. What else can we do to accomplish what I'm trying to do?
Ooh, that's a good one.
It went backwards and said, all right, let's eliminate the
Because
pivot table.
it
Let's
knows
use-
what you were doing. It knew what you were doing, and it's just going to show you an
It had a
alternative, more
history.
efficient.
It
I like
understood
that.
the context
I like
and like took my skill set and said, no, we don't need to do it the path that you were
Yeah,
doing.
that's kinda-
It was-
yeah.
It was awesome.
That's
like
how I
me
used.
with-
That's how I used to utilize Gary when we worked together. Like
I was
would
going to say
do-
that.
Yeah.
That's how I
would
would do it with my boss. I'd be like,
Yeah.
what do you want me to present?
Yeah,
Because I would do
exactly.
a presentation. He's like, I don't like that. I'm like, why? He's like, well, we're showing that this is going on. I'm like, all right, what do you want me to write? How much revenue do you want me to put on here?
Well, not even that. Just the way you manipulated data so well. Like I could do it too, but I would just do it like by brute force, and like just the hard way, I guess. It's kind of
Yes.
like if you.
I
If
think
you
Sunil said it, right?
Love
You
that.
can manipulate data really to present whatever you really want.
but even just you can do math. You could do math different ways to get the answer, but what's the most efficient way to do it, right? So like
Yeah.
AI is going to tell you the most efficient way to do it,
awesome.
and then you can replicate it. I love it. Yeah, I got to start using it more. I got to start using it more.
That was a nerd segment. We should have this nerd segment every week.
You love, look at you. You're allowed. You love being a nerd.
I'm
Such a
looking to
nerd.
see. I don't think we got any emails this week, but they'll give me a chance real quick to just make the big announcement. I didn't do it because Mike wasn't
Whoa,
here
whoa,
yet.
whoa, whoa!
but,
Thank you for waiting for me.
the GarCast is back out in traditional podcast consumption areas. So you can listen to us on Spotify. Can't watch video anymore on Spotify.
That's okay.
The way we have set this up is, if you're familiar with Substack, basically it was created as a forum for people to write articles. Like, as the media world grew and people were going away from CNN, a lot of people went to Substack, and you can write articles and all this great stuff and distribute it out to people with subscriptions if you want. So like, as it grew, they added in podcasts. So people do podcasts on there now. And each podcast is like a post on our Substack. And that post will automatically distribute our show to YouTube, Spotify, Apple, pretty much all the main places that we want to go.
Around.
So you can go watch us on Substack, you can watch us on YouTube, or you can listen to us on all the old streams. I was going to change the name of the podcast, but because I didn't think it would allow me to use the old one. The old one works.
yes.
If you're on Spotify and you subscribe to the show, or on Apple and you had subscribed,
It's gone.
you have to unsubscribe to that. The old stuff might, like, I know on Apple the old stuff is still there, but you have to go subscribe to the new one.
All right, so we got to get the word out.
So
Subscribe, resubscribe.
Yeah,
Yep.
that's good. That's good. I'll
if
let-
you subscribe to our Substack, you get an email every time a new show comes out.
I wonder if we could kind of force that if you took it down, because people are going to think it doesn't work. We got millions out there. I don't know how we're going to get to the millions.
Problem is, Spotify is just not letting me get back to the old account.
Yeah, don't poke the bear, man. Make an
I
effort.
tried.
All right.
They finally came back to me last week because I was like, no one's getting back to me, and they're like, oh well, if I actually thought I had somebody helping me, and then they came back and were like, if you have an issue with our decision, please send us a response.
Well, that was definitely their version of Blaze talking to you.
Yeah, they were done. It
That
sucks.
was Spotify Blaze.
I just kept saying, like, just let me in. I'll take down the old shows. I'm sorry. Blah, blah, blah. You guys never, ever stop me. But whatever. We're moving on.
Moving on.
So the old shows, I probably could slowly upload a lot of them to the Substack, but I don't think in a time manner they would come in right. So whatever. We're just moving on.
Don't worry about it. Onward and upwards. Let's go.
Let's look forward, not back.
So
Exactly.
spread the word. If you did find us, make sure you get the word out there. I updated our what's that thing called? LinkedIn profile or
What?
Linktree. Linktree I updated. So
I was like, we have a GarCast LinkedIn profile.
Linktree. Linktree allows you to like put all of your links to like email the show, Facebook, Instagram, all that stuff.
Oh yeah, that
thing's updated.
we should put an ad in the Belarus Times and the Qtarian Journal.
I
So
wonder
all
what
those
the
listeners-
Qatar people are going to think about this.
I don't know. They probably own Substack.
They probably do.
Those bastards.
Son of a bitch.
Anything been going on in the world I should know about? I've kind of been out of the loop.
I don't really follow politics, really. I mean,
Did I say politics?
Shane,
I said the
well,
world.
I
I
only
will
know
tell you this.
according
Shane
to
Gillis
Colton.
destroyed on
Oh, the
the
ESPYs?
ESPYs. Yes.
All right,
I
I'll watch
his-
some clips. I'll do some clips of that.
Well, Mike OD, friend of the show, posted his full 9-minute opening monologue.
All right, I'll watch that. Excellent.
9 minutes. It actually goes by really fast. It is
It takes about 9
fantastic.
minutes. Yeah.
And I'll tell you, it's so funny because he tells the jokes
Spoilers.
and very, very little reaction most of the
Oh, good.
time from the audience, and they were great. I was hysterical laughing.
So it's like Norm Macdonald back in the day at the ESPYs. That was the best.
Dude, it really was.
Did you guys see? I came back from wherever we were. I think it was Monday night, Tuesday night. I don't know what night it was. Monday night, the All-Star game. Not that I would watch that, but I just turned on the TV. Actually, I was looking at my phone in bed, and I saw it said All-Star game heading to first ever swing off, and I'm like, what is this? So I
I only
the
know
TV
about this because
Yeah.
of Pat McAfee yesterday.
Oh, okay. I put the TV on, and I'm like, this is cool. This should be what the whole game is. So the game was a tie. So instead of playing extra innings, they had a swing off. It's never happened before. What is a swing off? American League gets up first. National League gets up second. It alternates hitters, right, from each team. Your batting practice pitcher comes out and throws to you. You have 3 swings. Each person gets 3 swings. And then it's the first to, I forget what the number was you had to hit. X amount of home runs, right? So American League, and you don't have to swing every time, obviously. So it was funny. It got through 5. It was kind of like a penalty shootout. It got through 5 hitters. Kyle Schwarber hit 3 home runs on 3 swings, and they won. It was kind of cool. Much better than playing more.
It's the equivalent of the NHL shootout.
Yeah, it was cool.
I mean, I wouldn't like it, I guess, probably in a real game, but something like that's perfect.
It was fun. It was fun to
the
watch.
whole All-Star game is a gimmick, so yeah, it's fine.
By the way, Den Bob, in case you're wondering, the Mets are still losing, so you don't have to watch.
Shit. No, they haven't played, thank God.
They did great when I was away.
Just go
That's
back.
my point, bro.
Go
Yeah.
back.
It was insane. I was looking from Ireland. I'm like, wow, can't wait to get home. Then I started watching, and it was awful. I don't know. I don't know.
Interesting.
I don't know.
So that was funny. And flying home tonight, so
Okay, good.
Oh,
Good luck. The flights have been so
Post the
bad.
flight.
Like
We want to follow
cancels
you on.
everywhere.
I'll send out the flight information. What is the weather forecast for the tri-state area?
It's
Thunderstorms.
fucking hot. It probably is thunderstorms tonight. It's so hot.
I'm effed. The flight we're taking today got canceled last night.
Oh,
Yeah, but I think that's a good sign because would they do it 2 days in a row?
right. What are the chances? What are the chances of 2 in a row?
Right now, the chances are Anthony flew back to Columbus. He came in for the weekend for Charlotte's grad party this weekend.
Well, what
And his flight coming in, we were waiting in the airport. I showed Mike. They're from Columbus. They flew like south, and then
They went around some
then
shit.
Came east and then up north. But I didn't see any storms really in PA, so I don't know why they did that. But
Planes-
his flight
Yeah.
was like 45 minutes late. But he did Spirit, so it's nice to be at that nice little small terminal there.
What are the chances? I just want to go back to what are the chances?
Yeah.
What are the chances that 5 people are struck by lightning
I
playing
like
golf?
this segment. What are the chances?
What are the chances?
Wait, so we'd say that again?
What are the chances that 5 people are struck by lightning playing golf?
Together
Same storm?
No.
I'm sorry.
on
you
planet
need to
Earth,
set better.
like what? Same day? Like what is
Okay,
this?
so 3 people were hit by lightning on 2 separate strikes in Smyrna Beach, and then in Volusia County, 2 additional golfers.
Same storm?
I don't know if it's the same storm. No, one is 4 weeks ago, one is June 20th.
Not as compelling if it wasn't the same day.
Because then it would just been God. That
Yeah.
would have been God
It is
just
God.
taking people out.
mean,
But
if
that would have
you're-
been his will taking people out.
Yeah.
I saw what
If
God.
you and I are sitting out on the golf course, there's probably a good chance if lightning hits, it's going to hit both of us, right? If we're
I saw
standing out
God.
there together.
God got angry in New Jersey the other day with some flooding. I saw.
dude, it rained. It rained here too, like a mother, but we don't have those problems they have in Jersey. We know how to
God
handle
loves.
water.
God loves Long Island.
The city was pretty disgraceful
City was a mess.
with the subways. Oh my God!
It's just great.
Nice. It poured here last. I walked home in the rain from the karaoke place. It was pouring.
You have a rain jacket, or you were just cold?
Bare
By then
chested.
he was drunk enough; it didn't matter. Probably.
Just
Right?
took my shirt off and walked home.
I feel like I'm not wearing a shirt. So what's the etiquette with a white shirt? Can you see my body hair through it?
Hold on.
Not on the camera. I can't. But
No, that's all I need.
Nope,
Nobody
don't
sees
see
me
it.
in person.
You look good. Look good.
I mean, when it's like if it's a sheer shirt, does it show through? I'm not white.
I usually wear. I
depending
wear
on the fabric.
like.
Then that's just okay, right?
I usually wear a wife beater under a golf shirt.
You do.
Not that
I've
I'm
never
hairy.
thought about that. It's actually a really
Helps with
good
the
idea.
nipples. Helps with the nipples.
I just feel better when I do that. I don't know why.
You want to
I'm
tame
wearing-
the nipple.
I'm wearing a wife beater right now.
I don't care about my nipples. I don't care if people see my nipples. My nipples are not really good.
I love
Do
your
they
nipples.
get irritated when you run?
Huh?
Do your nipples get irritated if you run long distances?
They
have.
have. We've talked
Yeah.
about that on the show. I mean,
All right. So I didn't watch the episode.
I think there's an
I mean,
episode
that
called
was like
Bloody,
episode
Bloody
3 or
Nipples.
4. Yeah, I think it was. I think it was a picture of a guy running a marathon with red bloodlines dropping down from his nipples to his to his stomach.
Indeedy.
Yeah, that's a real thing. That and
There was a
the
fucking
ball
Office
shape.
episode about that.
So there's definitely no emails before we
I
end
see
this journey?
nothing.
All right,
I
good.
see nothing.
F everybody. They all suck.
Get a hard stop anyway, but yeah, you guys do suck. But you can listen to us again, and if you want to be valuable, spread the word. That's the word of the week is get the fucking word out there, bro.
Bird is the word.
Blaze would say that.
F Blaze.
Whoa. Poor Blaze. I miss him.
Mm-hmm.
It's so funny that he still fights with me. Every time I call him Blaze, he's like, yo, I don't know. I keep telling you I'm not Blaze, man.
Yo, Gary.
It's so funny.
It's so weird. All right, well, I should probably get back in this meeting.
Yeah, thanks for stopping by.
Yeah.
Thanks everybody for listening. Spread the word. And until next time, be garific.
You're out.
Great day.
Later, boys.
I pledge allegiance to the family of the United GarCast of the Discord, and to the Montana commune that we will all meet up at when humanity finally craps the bed. One Gar Nation, under God, or thoughts, with a vow to be excellent to one another, and to always follow that one simple rule: don't be a dick. Gar pluribus unum.